Welcome back to E3 2015. It is day number 1, and we've got a lot. Well, you know what? Let's just have the Star Wars quiz here because I think that's what was brewing. No, we've got Lena here who is joining us for, of course, Star Wars Battlefront, and well, pretty much everyone in the world really excited for this, as we saw not only a ton of action yesterday, but the booming soundtrack that we've all come to love, and some pretty incredible gameplay. And hopefully you're going to share all of the secrets, insights, and everything you haven't been able to say anywhere else right here.
I'll spill all the beans.
All the beans. So first off, welcome and congratulations on yesterday's sort of reveal as it came out. How'd that feel?
Thanks very much. I'm super happy to be here. The reveal was awesome. We were super happy. We've been excited for a long time to be able to finally show gameplay, and I think we brought it yesterday.
You brought it hard.
I think you brought it, yeah. And I mean, there's always got to be some, let's be real. This is Star Wars. This is also a franchise that a lot of people have wanted to see revive for a very long time. That pressure, I imagine.
There is none, right? You just, whatever. You wake up every day with a smile on, just waltz to work.
Super easy.
No one is worried at all, right? So you guys got it, yeah.
So we are going to get a chance to check out some of the gameplay. I know that we've seen a lot already, and of course that's never enough, so we'll watch some more. But prior to, of course, and I'm sorry that I'm breaking the fourth, but Jordan was like, so I'm the biggest Star Wars fan. And you responded with, well, no, I work with all of them. And I totally believe that. Tell me a little bit about just the team and obviously the passion that's going into this game.
Well, I mean, at DICE, we've been building multiplayer shooters for a long time. And we love that. And Battlefield is a beloved franchise. But also, we have a lot of people that love Star Wars and want nothing more than to make this game. And when we found out that we would be making Star Wars Battlefront, we did it, or the community, the company management did it in an incredibly cool way. They called a meeting, a staff meeting, and no one knew what the topic of the meeting was. Then
I love it.
We go into a room, lights out, it's completely black, and they start blasting the Imperial March.
Dude, I got chills just telling that
March,
story.
I was like, right up the back of my neck.
That's awesome. That
really
is
cool.
so awesome. Best meeting staff.
Yes, that was pretty much the best staff meeting ever, and since then, I mean, there were so many people that were so excited about the prospect of working on the game and realizing. I mean, we have people on the team that had, a Scout Trooper tattoo, or people that actually go on eBay to order obscure parts from 1950s camera stands that you need to put together, original lightsaber replicas. and we've all just, well, it's work. I can now order all of the Star Wars Lego that I've always wanted to buy, and I'm paying for it with the corporate card. Well, I should probably say that.
Wow, that's too bad. So no one ever wants to play test the game there, I guess.
No.
Oh, no. So everyone does. And we've got our first sort of little bit of gameplay that we're looking at. So tell us a little bit more. There's a lot of people that are very familiar. Love that part as well. I just got to say, the magnitude of everything that's happening and all the footage I've watched, from the sound effects to even the classic screams that you hear from,
I almost did it my voice crack.
From Star Wars, it just seems to have about everything. So tell us a little bit about gameplay and what you guys are excited about.
Well, I think I'd like to start with talking about the fact that we have this super focus on authenticity, on sort of basically recreating, but also then bringing to the current generation of hardware, bringing Star Wars, realizing it like it's meant to be in a game. I think for the first time we'd be able to bring you, really bring you into that universe, whether it's, incredibly authentic audio. I mean, we have access to the original stems from the movies, or whether it's going to Skywalker Ranch and going to the archives and using photogrammetry to capture the original props. We have people, sitting there holding Darth Vader's helmet, and then we bring that into the game. So I mean, we have an incredible focus on recreating that universe in a way that I don't think anyone has ever done before. But that's just the stage for fun gameplay. I mean, what we want people to feel is like you get to go there, you get to play, to control the vehicles, to shoot the blasters, to really be there and enjoy the Star Wars shooter that you always wanted to play.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
It's been bothering me since yesterday. the trailer says play solo or co-op. All I saw was play solo.
Yep.
Can I be Han Solo, please? Can I do that? Because I saw Darth Vader.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said yesterday.
We had-
It is. I've been waiting to say it. I couldn't sleep last night because
No
I wanted to
one
talk
had.
about it.
You've been the first one to make that pun. Thank you.
Really?
Congratulations.
No
Oh,
way.
dude,
Yes.
Jordan was actually like on top. He said that's got to mean that I get to play as Han Solo.
And then it said
got
in
to.
co-op, and I was like, "Oh, who's co-op? I don't remember him from the movies."
It's a totally new character. No.
So, yeah, you could play as Han then, yeah.
To be fair, yesterday we showed you Luke. That's the first.
I know.
That's
Right.
the first hero that
Right.
we've revealed. That's not the last hero.
Okay.
we'll
You're not going
reveal.
to tell me anything, are you?
No.
I'm not telling you
No,
anything.
fine.
No.
That's
Okay.
that's totally fine. You should. Another thing about it, and you know, in speaking to what you said about we're recreating, you know, not only, but I think an experience that you know we see in the universe and some of the other lore and movies, etc. But we rarely get to experience the scale. And that's something that I felt
Right.
a lot of when I was
Totally
watching.
right.
I mean, here on Hoth is probably a fantastic example of that. Is that in a lot of previous games we might have played as that hero with the lightsaber, and it's a great experience. But here we are now with our army, with our friends, trying to complete all this mission together. How is it to create the scale like this?
Love that. Sorry.
But also how in sort of turning that into a part of the adventure and being able to tell that tale of this, you are just this guy, and yes, there are going to be all of these TIE fighters above you and a part of the action.
I think, one of the things that we've done really well at DICE in the past is to really, create combat on a scale that I don't think, many people are able to do. And
Yeah,
that's obviously
that's very true.
That's
You're right.
obviously a strength of ours, and I think one of the reasons why it was a great idea to give DICE this project is that, we
Sure.
do scale really well and we do vehicle combat really well. And what we want to do in Battlefront is to really be able to immerse the player in their battle fantasy. So what we do is that we create experiences that range from 8-player modes, which are much more intimate and maybe only focused on infantry combat, all the way up to the 40-player modes. And what we've
I was
done,
going to ask.
Nice.
Okay,
Okay.
that makes me happy.
yeah. So we're tailoring it to specific fantasies rather than having a sort of a more of a one-size-fits-all. So we have the different maps have different sizes according to the game modes that you will play on them and the experiences that we want to have. And we know that people have very different fantasies of what they want to do, whether it's
Like
the lightsaber.
driving at.
Yes, and calling in an orbital strike.
Yes.
Think, I think people like that. I think, and in the 8080 that you basically you pick up a power up in the level. We see them in the gameplay video. You pick up a power up. You become the 8080 commander. You're able to control the guns or call down an orbital strike. And the better you play, the longer you stay in the vehicle.
I love it. I love that.
And you're basically the moving objective of the mode, because as the rebels, it's your job to take down the 8080s, and as the Imperials, it's your job to escort them safely so that they can take out the objective at the end.
Man.
I mean, you have
you can do this, yes.
There's also, I mean, just in that scene, there's just you kind of have it all. And as you mentioned,
Absolutely.
like I realize I kind of asked the dumbest question I possibly can, because you are DICE. Like that is what you've done. Like I have even sat back in other games and said, "Wow, I'm this
Yeah.
guy and all of this."
I got the track record.
So yeah, I mean that's perfect. I think the fact that you have sort of recreated a universe that's been beloved to so many fans in that exact same way is well done.
Thank you.
Very well done. Have are you getting in and getting some play testing?
You play. Come on.
Well, I mean, we play test a lot at the studio. We have one of the things that we've actually done. It's not super sexy to talk about it, but we are an extremely structured sort of eat your vegetables first type of development studio. So
Okay.
during our time, we've basically said the game needs to be always playable from like the very earliest month. So we've been play testing every day and iterating on it all throughout development.
Awesome.
Vegetables are good for you.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, especially when they come like
that,
this.
yeah.
They taste real good, I think. And the reception at the show, the fans have been obviously really happy. We talked a bit about some of the pressure, but now that you've been able to reveal a little bit, I think that just about everyone, everyone wants a piece of this. But certainly,
Man.
chills, the reveal.
Sorry.
there, do you guys have any idea, or have you talked at all about the number of locations we might actually end up visiting over the course of playing the game?
So what we have in the game, we talked about, we revealed Endor when at Celebration when we showed our reveal trailer, and today we're showing you Hoth and Tatooine. We have a planet called Sullust as well. It was shown in the end shot of the reveal trailer, where you see basically the aerial combat, and you see that that lava planet, and that's sort of it's a planet that's been known throughout canon. It's referred to in the original trilogy, and DICE is visualizing this planet and creating the official look of that planet, which incidentally is modeled after my home country of Iceland, which actually is black, has black lava and red lava streams, and looks pretty hostile. We've
got all sorts of knowledge bombs and
this is awesome.
And inside info coming out here.
But we have 45 more minutes, right?
We can just keep going. No. But what we have is that so we have these iconic planets, Endor and Tatooine, and we'll show you locations that you've seen in the original trilogy and that you love and that you recognize. But what we're also doing is that we're expanding on them and showing you parts of these planets that you haven't seen before. So you'll go into ice caves and swamps on Endor, and different settings on Tatooine as well. So we have a variety of maps on the different planets as well.
So of course I'm trained to try to go in and grab the question I feel like you probably couldn't answer, but I want to know more than anything. Not only or let's just say so far we've seen we've seen kind of only 4, 5, and 6 represented in the game, and potentially maybe something from the first 3 movies. But is that the universe outside of 4, 5, and 6? Is that contained? Do we know?
Tell us. I know what
is a mystery. There's a new movie coming out this year.
I heard about.
There is a new movie. Yes, and you might have heard about the Battle of Jakku.
I do know about it.
So the Battle of Jakku is we're giving away a DLC on December 1st, on December 8th. However, if you pre-order, you get it on December 1st. And that's the Battle of Jakku. And Jakku is a planet that you see in the opening shots of the trailer for the Force Awakens. A desert planet, and you see a crashed Star Destroyer, and so you think to yourself, okay, so what happened? Why is that Star Destroyer crashed on that planet?
Oh, that's awesome.
So what we are doing, because obviously Episode 7 takes place 30 years after Episode 4, 5, and 6,
right?
Which incidentally then creates it's a very different timeline. However, we are seeing, in the Battle of Jakku, you're seeing the events that happened 30 years before the events that you see, the aftermath, basically, or you see the Star Destroyer crashed. That's 30 years later.
Yeah, look at you guys go. Well,
yeah, I'll buy it. I'll buy 2 copies.
Yeah, or 5. That's awesome. I actually hadn't heard that, and
that's amazing.
I'm glad to get new info here.
Yeah.
I think it's only proper that I ask. We maybe do a little round table. What's everyone's favorite movie? Do we want to go there?
I think everyone knows Empire Strikes Back.
But I don't know. I could probably guess that's yours, but I want to
fair enough. Okay.
hear from Lena.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I would say that Empire Strikes Back is my favorite movie.
We just watched we like to do these little over 15 days, complete all these movies, and it is.
It's amazing. It's great.
It is.
I'm going to go watch it when I get home.
Lena, thank you so much for coming here, for giving me some awesome, we call them nerd chills. I love that story about the announcement at your office, too. That's so great. I'm jealous of you guys. You're doing a great job out there. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
All right, well, good luck with the rest of the show. We're going to be back with more E3 coverage here on day 1. It's E3 2015. We got a lot more coming at you. Don't go away. We'll be right back.